Hello everyone, this is the Mega T Gamer here. Welcome to Metroid Prime 1, the Metroid Prime Trilogy series, episode 10. In the last episode, we have just escaped the wrath of the space pirates in this trippy nonsense with our very own thermal visor. In this episode, we're going to see where this thermal visor is going to take us. But first, you remember in the last episode that we actually found that this had no power? Well, there's actually something that we can do about that. But the thing is, when you put on the thermal visor, you cannot directly power this thing up. You have to destroy this cordite thing. They actually say it's made of cordite. Now, usually that means you need to destroy it with a super missile. So let's go ahead and do that. Now let's scan it. Actually, we can't. But basically, it means that right now we can just lock onto it, no problem. Shoot a weight beam at it, and boom. It is powered up and ready to go. So basically, those little cordite things, I guess you can call them those little conduits, or those little wire-like objects. Basically, anything that requires electricity, they're going to say it's cordite, so that's how you know. But anyways, this is probably the earliest that I've ever had a boss in an episode, am I right? This early in the episode, and we're already finding a boss? Holy piss. I'm so excited for this boss, guys. He's a pretty cool boss. I don't think it takes too long to beat. I practiced this one a couple times, and let me tell you this, he kind of reminds me of a Transformer or a Regirock from Pokemon a little bit. So I don't know, I think it's a pretty cool boss, and yeah, there is some pretty interesting ways of how to beat him. I'm pretty sure you guys already know that we need to use a thermal visor here, so pretty much for a lot of these bosses, the new bosses that are coming up, usually they require, you know, like, the most recent upgrade that you had. So in this case, it's the thermal visor and our wave beam. Now, I don't know if I can beat with a normal beam. I actually didn't try that during my practice run, so let's go ahead and do that. And yeah, we can. But to be honest, I actually prefer the wave beam a little more, just because I don't know. I just like using it. And on top of that, it naturally homes onto the enemy, which is very, very nice. So it means I don't have to constantly spam missiles anymore. So all I have to do is just spam wave charge beams. So yeah, it's pretty neat. Now they also tell me, like, you know, a little hint for this boss, they could turn into a morph ball and boost ball around this guy, but honestly, it's not that convenient, because when I turn to a morph ball, that means that I can't have my thermal visor on. I have to be in my comet visor. I don't know, but that's just me. I prefer to just fight him while standing. I don't need to worry about, you know, rolling around at the speed of sound. Got places to go, gotta follow my rainbow. Except, we're not talking about Sonic here, we're actually talking about Metroid Prime. And I forgot to scan this guy. But yeah, his name is Stardust. He has, yeah, the weak points are not apparent unless if you turn on this thermal visor, because apparently his weak spots are really, really hot. So it's pretty interesting to note here. And for whatever reason, when after you destroy his little barrier, his little heat barrier on that arm, everything is hot, like, around him, so you can't see anything in the thermal visor, so you have to be in the comet visor. It's a pretty neat little addition to this fight here. And you gotta wait for him to be done doing that. Animation, like Peter Griffin from Family Guy. It's pretty funny when he grunts like that. It kind of makes you think of Groot a little bit. Like just the way he grunts, he's like, I am Groot. Even though he's made of rocks and he's not made of branches. And yeah, that's one of his attacks, is this little ice quake thing. And in the middle of this fight, it'll start to get really foggy and you can't really see very well here. So that could be a bit of a pain, but honestly I can still see him pretty well, so it's no problem. Just when he gets really far away, it's kind of hard to see him, like right there, and then he rolls back, and then then next thing you know, he uses a rollout against you. See, I told you guys, this guy is a Regirock. He's a Regirock from Pokemon. He's using the rollout attack. Except he's not even remotely as hard as Miltank was in the Whitney battle, but let's go ahead and destroy this guy. And now his weak spot is his head. Like the very top of his head. Apparently he's got two of them on the top of there. That's what she said. Just keep blasting his head right there. This little dart his head. I destroyed his weak spot. Now his next weak point is on the second one. I don't even know what the heck those things are supposed to be on top of his head. Are they supposed to be like antennas or ears? I have no idea. I've always called them heads for whatever reason. This is what they kind of look like. And also, why am I using the power beam? It's not a very reliable beam against this guy because it isn't home on him. Especially if you play on the Wii version, like, you want beams that home onto him, so that way it makes it easy for yourself. That way it's like, every charge shot that you throw at him actually hits him. Unless, of course, you want to challenge, and I can understand that. That's why I'm playing on veteran difficulty. I'm playing on the Wii version. In my opinion, the Wii version is more challenging than the GameCube version by far, because not only do you have to lock onto the enemy to actually have better aim, you have to aim like right within the crosshair to actually hit him. Whereas in the GameCube version, it automatically locks onto you, like no problem. And now I believe his last spot is his body. And I think that is the only part that we have to deal with right now. Let's go ahead and... Honestly, I still prefer the Flogger boss fight theme compared to this one because it's more intense. This one is like, I don't even know how to describe it. Like, it doesn't really like give you like real feelings about this boss. It kind of makes this boss a little bit more lighthearted than the Flogger boss almost because of this theme. Okay, let's go ahead and wait until he does his rollouts. I believe I have 16 energy tanks total. I'll tell you this, like, there are definitely more energy tanks that we can get before we get to the phase in millions. I'll tell you that much. And this thing is kind of funny. Just watch this. Donk. Like after you beat the boss, just a random rock just randomly hits her head. It's kind of funny. It's like, what the heck? And there are no ultra missile ammo here yet. It's actually one of the other items that we still need to pick up and scan is the 10 missile ammo. I already got the 3, I already got the 5, but I did not get the 10. And wow, this boss was actually surprisingly long. I'm at 13 minutes. So yeah. I don't even know what I'm doing right now. Let's see. Yeah, I need to go this way. Go ahead and do a bomb trump here. Yeah, the spider ball basically allows you to ride along the magnetic rail, which is pretty cool. So, yeah. The spider ball is pretty cool. It's a very, very nifty morph ball upgrade. It's probably... I don't know if I like that one more than the boost ball upgrade, but... I like it. I still like it. Now... the magnetic rail, the reason why I didn't go there is because there's actually an ice store over there, and we don't have the ice beam yet, so that's the reason why I didn't go there yet, anyway. But I do know that there is actually a save station here, so I'm going to go ahead and call this an episode. So, this has been the Mega2 Gamer here. This concludes episode 10 of Metroid Prime 1, the Metroid Prime Trilogy series. We have just gotten the spider ball by defeating the Regirock lookalike. This is the yin to the yang for this Scyther boss or whatever. Just whatever, you guys. I'll see you guys in the next episode.